You're sitting in your room, staring at your phone at 1 a.m. A video pops up. It's a grainy montage of 2019. The music hits. The old memes flash by. Suddenly, your chest physically hurts. You are 22 years old, and you genuinely feel like the best parts of your life are already behind you. You feel washed up, past your prime. But mathematically, you haven't even finished your brain's prefrontal cortex update. This isn't normal aging. This is a massive psychological glitch called premature nostalgia. Let's break down why you think your life ended before you even paid your first utility bill. Historically, nostalgia was for old people. A 55-year-old in the 1990s getting misty-eyed over a 1969 muscle car? That makes sense. That's almost 30-year gap. Today, you have 22-year-olds aggressively mourning the year 2021? I mean, that's only 5 years ago, right? The timeline for missing the past has totally collapsed. You don't even have time to forget something before you start missing it. It usually starts by remembering a 2018 Discord call with the boys. Back when everyone was online, nobody was tired, and playing games wasn't a chore. So what? Your brain is processing time faster than humanly natural. Okay, why is this happening? Well, blame the internet. Specifically, the speed of content. Decades used to have distinct, long-lasting cultures. The 80s had big hair and neon. An era lasted 10 actual years. Now, an era lasts about 3 weeks. Because the internet burns through trends at the speed of light, you accumulate past eras incredibly fast. By the time you're 23, you feel like you've lived through 15 distinct cultural lifetimes. So what? You aren't old. You've just consumed too much internet history in too little time. Cool. Now, at a global pause button, we have to talk about the pandemic gap. Psychologically, you age by experiencing milestones. Like graduations, first dates, getting a terrible retail job, passing a driving test. For a huge chunk of Gen Z and younger millennials, 2 to 3 years of those physical milestones were deleted. You went into your bedroom as a 16-year-old whose biggest problem was getting kicked from a 2018 Discord call because your mom needed the router? And then suddenly you came out as a 19-year-old expected to have a LinkedIn profile, a major, and a credit score. You didn't age smoothly. You teleported. You feel like you missed the transition from kid to adult, so you constantly look backward, trying to find where you left your youth, which brings us to your brain chemistry. Nostalgia is basically your brain's emergency self-soothing mechanism. When your current reality is stressful, like groceries and rent are expensive, the job market is brutal, your brain looks for a safe place. The past is safe because you already know how it ends. It's guaranteed dopamine. This is why you rewatch The Office for the 9th time instead of starting a new show. This is why you put on an old Spotify playlist and romanticize that 2018 Discord call. Back then, the hardest decision you made was where to drop in Fortnite. Now you have to decide what health insurance deductible won't bankrupt you. So what? You aren't actually missing the specific year 2019. You're missing the lack of adult stress. Let's talk about how the internet makes a profit off this. Your sadness is highly monetizable. Algorithms know that nostalgia triggers extreme engagement. So YouTube feeds you video that title "The Internet We Lost" or "Things You Forgot Existed in 2016." TikTok shows you literal unboxing videos of the iPhone 6 with sad piano music. Instagram pushes retro digital camera filters to make your lunch look like it was photographed in 2004. It is manufactured longing. The platforms are constantly reminding you of a past you didn't even know you missed. So what? You are being tricked into mourning a past that algorithms dug up for ad revenue. Sounds depressing. Now let's look at the actual science. There's a real concept in psychology called the reminiscence bump. Put simply, humans retain the most vivid, emotionally charged memories from between the ages of 15 and 25. That's because everything is a first. Your first car, your first serious heartbreak, your first time getting completely scammed on a crypto coin. Because these events are novel. Your brain records them in 4K. Later in life, routine takes over. Your 400th commute to the office doesn't get saved to the hard drive. Right now, you are literally in the middle of your reminiscence bump. But because of premature nostalgia, you think the bump is already over. You think the 2018 Discord call was the series finale when it was actually just season 1. So what? Your brain is ready to record new core memories right now, but your camera is pointed backward. Okay, so how do we fix this? The problem with nostalgia is that it's passive. It requires zero effort, while creating new memories requires friction. Going to a new gym? It's intimidating. Booking a cheap flight to a city you've never been to? It's stressful. Asking someone out at a coffee shop requires risking rejection. It is infinitely easier to lay in bed, order DoorDash, scroll through old camera rolls, and more in the past. But if you keep doing that, you will wake up at 30 and you will be nostalgic for right now. You will realize you wasted your early 20s missing your late teens. So what? You have to stop treating your life like a museum and start treating it like a construction site. Get back in a modern Discord call, or better yet, log off and go outside. Cool. Moving to the end. Let's rapid fire recap. You feel old at 22 because the internet collapsed our sense of time. Cultural eras that used to last 10 years now burn out in 3 weeks. The pandemic deleted your transition years, so you teleported into adulthood. Your brain uses nostalgia as a cheap dopamine blanket to hide from modern stress. Algorithms weaponize your sadness to keep you doom scrolling. You are scientifically in the prime memory-making years of your life. Missing the past requires zero friction, while creating new memories requires you to actually do hard things. You are not past your prime. You just have more responsibilities and less free time. The good old days weren't better because the memes were funnier. They were better because you had zero stakes. Right now, you better go build something you'll be desperately nostalgic for in 5 years. If this video made you realize you aren't a washed-up fossil, hit the like button. Subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Drop a comment below with the most embarrassing thing you're currently nostalgic for. I'll see you in the next one.